I remember every single person who said something about my weight.
Yes.
Guys, I promise you, if you're watching this and you've commented about my weight, I know.
remember.
And I
know.
remember what you said, where we were,
what you were wearing when you said it.
I remember don't think. Hi guys, and thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, please don't leave without clicking the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload. At least smile. Like every time I upload a new video. Wow, she is so serious. She's just like, when is this gonna end?
Actually not.
Okay, so as you can see, I am joined by a special guest, by Letseli, my little sister, by the way. Not biological little sister, but biological little sister, you know what I'm saying? Are you shy?
No, I'm not shy.
Okay. It's just the two of us.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So anyway, as you can tell by the title of this video, welcome back to episode 2 of my Fat Girl Diary series. Yes, that's what it's called. Welcome back to episode 2. So, okay, this intro is gonna be a bit long, right? Okay. So basically, the reason why I have Balisa here today is because she is 2000. So basically, by the way, you're the youngest person to ever grace. But she's not that young. She's 17. So relax. All right, relax.
I'm 2 years, guys.
2 years what?
I'm 2 years old. Like, stop telling
A
people.
2 year old like this.
Stop telling people I'm 17.
Girl, bah. She's turning 17 in April. And so basically I have her on my channel because, you know, I look at when I was 17 or like, you know, at that age. That was the, you know, make or break. That was the time when being fat was like, or being plus size was being, it was hectic. Exactly, yeah. So I just want to know how she feels about it, and also, you know, just try and encourage her as much as I can, because I wish there was someone who was there not telling me how to lose weight, but rather telling me, babes, rock your bad. Exactly. You're kicking the equipment. She's out here kicking down everything. So grab your cappuccino. I think we'll never just have your cappuccino and be alright. So basically I'm gonna ask her 5 questions. As you guys know, 5 questions for every guest. And yeah, guys, so let's get into it. Okay, so question number 1, what do you classify yourself as? So do you prefer to be called curvy, fat, thick, plus size? Like, what's the one where you're just like, okay, I can flex with this, like I can deal with this, like
thick. I think, yeah, thick.
Is it thick? You'd rather be called a thick girl?
Yeah. Like the others, okay, fat's just like rude, and then plus size is like there's a size that everyone should be in, and then you're just like an extra. You're like, you know.
That was deep. Did you hear that? Sure. Yeah.
So thick.
So thick, nah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I really don't care. You know why? It's because I've had to grow like tough skin around it. So I remember people used to be like stodla, and you'd be like saying, now I don't mind. I'm just like, that's me.
It's me.
Yeah, so fat girl, thick girl, plus size girl. But what she's saying is so true. So it sounds like there's one size and then you're like the other size, you're not a normal size, basically. Exactly. Okay, so that was number 1. And then number 2, what is your hardest experience as a plus size girl? Like being a plus size girl, where you could see either this was happening, whatever that experience is, you could see that this is because I'm plus size. Oh wow, big.
I think it's not like one experience.
Okay.
But you notice it like when you start growing up and you're like a teenager and you like start noticing the opposite gender and you're like, okay, and then you sit down, like, because I have a lot of guy friends and I don't think, because they used to treat me like as one of the boys, so they never realized that it actually affects me. They're like, no, I don't like thick girls because like it's too much to handle, or like, you know. So as much as they're not saying it to me because they don't really see that I'm a girl, because I showed them so much.
Yeah,
like,
one of the boys.
Yeah. So be like, okay, but like I'm fake and I'm so yeah, I think that was like.
So basically, what you're saying is dating, especially as a teen. I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Dating, being plus size.
It's a lot. It's like a
Yeah.
whole different ball game. It's
I
not,
get you.
and like all the pictures you see, it's like these little girls being picked up by their boyfriends, and you're like, yeah, that's never gonna be me here. Or like they're at the beach and she's wearing like a two-piece, and you're like, I've got stretch marks, I've got a big tummy, and it's never gonna work. Yeah.
Okay.
And shopping for clothes, it's the worst.
Shopping for clothes is the worst.
Especially denims. I have like one pair. That's it.
You're answering all the questions. Shh. Just
Please.
stick to your hardest experience, which you said is dating.
Yes.
Okay, so I actually want to dig into the dating one, especially because you're a teen. You shouldn't be dating, but you probably are, like looking at boys and stuff. But I remember it's either you guys your age don't like you, and so I remember dating older guys because guys my age, I was just big.
Yeah.
I was just not your size.
Scared.
So I don't know where it comes from. I remember also like one of the toughest experiences, like when I was your age, is when a bit younger. Shema, act like you're 5. She's really not 5 years old. Like when I was younger than you is when I remember this other guy liked me, and I didn't like him then, and then I started liking him back. But I liked him back after a few years. Well, not I started liking him. Okay, guys. So I got a bit interrupted by a phone call. But basically, I liked this guy, and then he didn't like me at the time, and he liked me, and then I didn't like him at the time, and then a few years later, after I had gained weight, I liked him back, and then he was like to me, no, I don't date fat girls.
Ouch.
That was the first time I was like, yeah.
Ouch.
Do you get me? And so at that age, Futi, I didn't know I had gained like that much weight because we were little.
And you don't think about that when you're a kid.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
So I think also dating as like it's a whole chat altogether.
It's different from normal.
When you're tiny. Okay, so number 3, where does your confidence come from? Especially in a time where like you're in high school, and this is when your confidence can be, before you carry on, this is where your confidence can be broken. If Kensani is watching this, Kensani will remember when I was in high school, when we were in grade 11, we were on a hectic diet because we were gonna be skinny next week. So we were on like a hectic diet. We would, let me tell you what we had this other app that would count calories. First of all, calorie counter. Then we used to, in the morning, have breakfast. We used to have wheat bix and water and sugar. No milk, no nothing. At lunch, we'd have only the salad that they give us at lunch. No, did we even have lunch? Hey, Kensani, there was a time we weren't having lunch and we'd have 4 Provitas after that. 4. So you decide when you split it, whether you want it early or late, and then an apple. So it's 4 Provitas, an apple, a wheat bix, and sugar. Were we not starving? Were we not? We lost a lot of weight, yes. But I just look back and was like, that's the age when I was supposed to be enjoying myself and,
living your best life.
Exactly. So where do you get your confidence from?
I think it's having like a really good support system. Excuse me. And surrounding myself with positive people, and I think it's also like a lot of introspection. So I had to take and make the time to like be friends with myself and realize that it's not about what I look like, and understand that beauty is skin deep, and realize that like even the models that I see on magazines, they're not really that perfect. Like they will have cellulites and stretch marks somewhere. So I had to realize that like we're not living on magazine covers. This is real life, and just be comfortable in who I am. Like even now I'm wearing a crop top, you can't see it, but like that's how comfortable I've gotten in my body. Like this is who I am. And
do you still get people like trying to exert their standards onto you?
Yes, like this. I know it happens like a lot on black people. When they see you after a long time, yo, psych, yeah, it's like.
I literally said this with Petra the last time, where sometimes you're lazy to go to family gatherings because people will be like, ow!
And then when you do lose weight for whatever reason, like you never know what they want. So it's just you learning to like be comfortable.
Also, when you talk about losing weight, I've always wanted to know, even as fat girls, we do this a lot. How come when somebody says you've lost weight, we think it's a compliment?
Because they make you feel like being fat is wrong.
Yeah.
So you feel like once you've lost weight, even if you weren't trying to lose weight, it's like an achievement.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
You know?
When somebody says, and it's with two things that I think is very deep. When somebody's like, oh my gosh, you look so much lighter. We're like, oh, thank you. As if being dark is wrong.
Is a problem.
Or when somebody's like, oh my gosh, you've lost weight. Oh, thank you. No, they're not compliments. They're really...
It's not. But I think, and it's also because they never like really teach you that being fat is wrong. But like it's little stuff like, don't you want to try this diet? Oh, you should stop eating this. And like, so growing up, you like have it in your head that being fat is a problem. Like I shouldn't. So when they start like noticing that you're losing it, you feel like you're doing something right. So yeah.
I hear you, girl. We're speeding through these questions, I'm worried. Okay, so question number 4, which you already forcefully answered. Do you own a pair of jeans?
Yes, the one I'm wearing now, and it's actually 2, but the one's torn. Like,
So in between your thighs,
yes, because I've got thick thighs, so when I walk there, I don't have a thigh.
And you know what they say about thick thighs?
They save lives. And tear jeans. They forget that.
Yeah. And tear jeans. Okay, cool. And then number 5, okay. I've always wanted to know. I have a picture here, right? So I was going through social media. I'm gonna make sure that the picture appears on the screen while I'm speaking. So I was just like scrolling through my Facebook, scrolling. And then I saw a picture of a girl, Eyadini, you know? So do you know what Eyadini is?
Yeah.
Eyadini is like,
I know, I should have known. I do know it.
yeah. So anyway, a girl, you shouldn't know, Veli. You shouldn't know. So this other girl posts a picture. So you know Eyadini, they take a picture of you as you're coming in, like through the doors. So this girl is walking through Eyadini doors, and then they take a picture of her, and then somebody shared that picture. So basically this girl's wearing this outfit, and then somebody puts a skirt. You can see this is a fake skirt over.
Yeah.
And then she's like, see how beautiful she could have been had she decided against competing Lima 2000. But the one that got to me was this girl who says, please let's dress for our bodies. Look how gorgeous she is with the skirt. So my question is, I'm gonna make sure you guys see the picture. My question is, and I've heard this a lot, dress for your body. What is to dress for your body? What to you do you think is dress for your body?
Okay, dress for the longest time, it was never really about size, right? But about your body shape. Like, you get what I'm saying? I think there's a difference between your size and how your body's shaped. Like, we've got like the Coke shape, and then you've got the apple and the pears and stuff. So like, there are stuff that would suit a pear-shaped woman better than someone who's apple-shaped. But if you're saying it because you're fat, so don't wear crop tops, then...
But I think I hear you, and you've got a point. But when we say let's dress for our bodies, I've seen thin girls, because if you look at body shapes, right, whether you're fat, whether you're thin, I can be fat and somebody thin, and we can have the same body shape. It's just I have more weight.
Yes.
So for example, there are curvy thin girls.
Yes.
Like I'm a curvy big girl.
Yes.
So my thing is, would the same thing apply for her? Should she also dress in a certain way for her body shape? I don't know if you get me. It seems as if
there's a double standard.
Yeah, it seems as if thin people can get away with wearing things that aren't for their body shape, by the way.
Yes, I think there's this thing that I was watching the reel, like I think last year, and this lady had posted it wasn't like sexual or anything, it was like a body motivational or what. She was wearing a bikini, and then like people were going on about it, and then one of the presenters was like, would people be going on as much if she was thinner, because she was quite thick? And I think then I realized that there is like there's a double standard, like where when you're thick there's certain stuff that like are off limits to you because of your weight, that someone who's not as thick as you or who weighs less than you can get away with. So yeah, it's definitely a tricky topic.
But for me, to people who say dress for your body, I strongly believe that, and I've said this in a video before, I think it was a Q&A, when people were saying I'm big, how do I dress, or whatever, and I was saying I believe that there are certain things that flatter me more.
Yes.
Right? That flatter me more, so I focus on those parts. But as for dressing for your body, I think that just means you've got a body, put on clothes. Like, I don't know what has gotten into our heads that we find cellulite disgusting.
It's really not.
It's skin. Or somebody looks stretch marks, or 3 tummies, and then we're like,
or the dimples on your bum.
It's skin. It's a body. It's like yours. You can feel. Touch it. Maybe you'll. I don't understand. So basically, that picture triggered me a bit, especially because you're young and stuff. Do you find that the clothes? Because I know you and I wouldn't dress the same, sort of. There's a bit of differences or whatever.
Yeah.
But do you find that your style isn't catered for in terms of size, especially because you're young?
Yes. Like
And which shops do you? Additional question. Which shops do you find? But you're not like overly big. I'm sure
I do find
clothes everywhere. But which shops do you think? Whoa, yes, I can definitely get in here.
Well, because of my weight, like my sense of dress had to like mature a bit, because if you look at like how they do clothing, so it would be 14 to, I never like used to wear 14 to 15, 16. I used to wear like 32s and stuff. So like I'd want a dress that people my age were wearing, but I wouldn't find the size.
And what age group was this?
So like when I was like 15, so 15-year-olds be wearing this dress, but like obviously because I'm a bit on the bigger side, I'd never find like a size in it. So I have my dress code like sort of matured a bit, so because I was wearing 30s and stuff. But Mr. Price and the Fix, they do sort of cater. You do find stuff up to like 40 sometimes. So yeah, and those are my 2 go-to shops. And then maybe like Edgar's or Woolies for that one thing.
Formal stuff.
Yeah, for church stuff. Yeah, but Mr. Price and the Fix does it.
And then another question, especially, I feel like you're young and stuff. That's how I brought her, guys. I wanted that young dynamic, you know what I'm saying? So because you're young, do you feel like there is a link between you having to start dressing like you're older and you having to start acting like you're older? Do you think your clothes in some kind of way made you mature, or do you feel like you could still be a kid in...
I don't know about the clothes, but I do know that I've had to disagree with a lot of people who think I'm older than I am because of my weight. Okay, and then maybe because I do have to dress in like clothes that older people wear, so they think that I am older. But I don't think it's made me mature, because I can still relate to my age group, like, and I'll still behave like I'm old. So no, but it has made like guys think that I'm older than I really am.
Yeah, that was a struggle. It was a struggle. I could, from grade like 8 or 9. Except for my face, I've always had a baby face, yeah. But I could get away with saying I'm 18.
Yes.
And niggas would be like,
Oh, okay. Good.
Sorry, mom. Sorry, dad.
Like, yeah, it does happen. Like, you'll be walking and like you can see that this guy is like considerably older than you, and they're like kind of try to flirt with you and stuff, and you're like, I'm a
child, yeah.
I'm old enough to be your firstborn, like, hold up. But I think that also teaches you to then like be more assertive in like how you say no, and but also like, because then it's the older guys that like come to you, and then your age group never comes, so you're like, what's wrong with me? Like, why do the guys that I'm looking at never come, and it's these older guys and stuff? So yeah, it's really having to be assertive and very confident, and just not letting people walk over you because you're fat.
Okay.
Like, you're still human.
And then the last question that I have, and I told you guys I brought her here because she's young, and so these questions are more for her at like her age or whatever. So I know personally that, okay, growing up looks were out. Like, okay, I get, not because I'm y'all can see I'm not ugly, but I get it, I was big, so look wise it's out for me. I'm not the prettiest because I'm not the smallest, so that's out. So I had to look at like another way to like excel. So I find, would you agree with the fact that I'd find that I'd have to overcompensate with my personality? So I'd always be the funny girl, I'd always be the talkative girl, I'd always be the one who brings all the jokes to the table. And I comment below if you agree with me, I find that a lot of plus size girls are talkative.
Yeah.
You rarely find, okay, you do, but it's a few, I mean, plus size girls are just funny and bubbly. And do you feel like you needed to compensate that side because...
Yes, because you want people to see that you're more than your body. Like, I'm more than what I look like. So, and also, like, my marks always made sure that I'm not just the like, who eats and watch TV. So I'm actually like really smart. And so, yeah, like, you really tend, or like, you make sure like you always have like a fresh hairstyle, or like you compensate with other stuff that's not what you look like, so that people see that.
And
before
for
they
you,
see.
what do you think it was? Like, for you, what do you...
Me, I talk a lot. Yeah, so I just always make sure like to keep people talking, that they don't actually keep quiet and look at me. So they focus on what I'm saying and they don't like look at me and what I look like. So yeah, I think I talked a lot so that they focus on my mouth.
And I must say, like, I think I'm very proud of you as like a 17-year-old who's, you know, comfortable in her own skin. And I'm not saying every day you wake up and you're like there are days where you're just like
or like after someone says that one thing, like it takes like a while for you to bounce back.
Do you know that I remember every single person who said something about my weight?
Yes.
Guys, I promise you, if you're watching this and you've commented about my weight, I know.
Remember.
And I remember what you said, where we were,
what you were wearing when you said it.
I remember every, like, don't think, Hore, you could pass in a fat joke and think...
I don't remember.
If you've ever commented on my weight before and you've said, I remember you.
Even the year,
you
the time.
Yeah. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm really like proud of like your confidence, and especially as I didn't have it at 17, I won't lie. I think I grew into it later. But I think at 17, the fact that you're very comfortable with yourself and you've grown into yourself, I think it's a beautiful thing. But I know that there are people your age who aren't.
Yes.
So look into the camera, and what is your message for a girl? I mean, I know you're also into this little sister thing.
Yes.
So like, you're my little sister, but I know you have like little sisters. What do you say to them? Because the thing is, guys, let me tell you, and I was telling her as well, that if you don't know yourself, life will teach you who you are. Yeah, you need to know yourself and be very about yourself, or life will be like, actually babes, this is who you are. So a young message.
I think the most important thing is being friends with yourself, because no matter what anyone says, your voice is always the loudest voice. Your voice is always the last voice you hear when you're going to sleep. So you need to be your own best friend, like. And you need to, what you say is what you become. So you need to be very positive when you speak about yourself, when you speak to yourself, and always make sure that you know who you are and be like rooted in your truth. And if you're ever trying to lose weight, it must be for like health reasons, or because you want to, not because someone said you must, but because you're trying to get that guy. Because what happens when he's gone, you're gonna go back to what you look like. So I think, and also find an outlet. So I write whenever I'm feeling sad, or like it's too much for me, so I'll write. So find an outlet. Food's not always the best. It does help, but not always. So yeah, I think it's be your own friend. Find something that helps you cope, and remember to always love yourself, because at the end of the day, you're your own hero, and you're gonna be the one person who picks yourself up.
I actually like what you said about being your own friend.
Yeah.
I don't know if this can apply to everyone really. I think being your own friend is more than loving yourself. I think it's affirming your own self.
Yes.
I think it's consulting with yourself before you do certain things. It's asking your opinions from yourself
and being honest with yourself.
Do you understand? So building a friendship and a proper relationship with yourself is very, very important. Yeah, guys, and
remember that you're made in God's image. You know I can't sing. What are you singing?
Okay, sorry. Amen. Definitely, guys. If you don't believe in God, then whoever your higher power is or whatever, stick to that, and that's the way. But we believe in God, so hold on to God. Yeah. And yeah, guys, I really love, the direction that the series is taking, especially because I realized that I wish I had these things growing up.
Yeah.
It's you actually, as a plus size girl, you find, I mean, this is the second person I'm sitting with, and I can relate so much to what she's saying. And so I feel like we need to, you know, open up a discussion and, you know, not a support group. We're not feeling sorry for ourselves at all. No.
Should be a constant dialogue.
We look great, but yes, we do need to get the fashion industry changing. We need to make a change in whatever way we can. So thank you so much, Ali, for being on my channel. What's your Instagram handle? Tell them so that they can go and follow you. And also, guys, she is a writer. Is your blog up there?
Yeah, it is.
She is a blogger, so I will leave all of that linked in the description box. I mean, you guys could tell she's 17 and she's just like spitting wisdom. So tell us what's your Instagram handle.
It's Light X Azania, but you say it as Light of Azania, Light of Africa. And then on my page you'll see the link to my blog and you can click in from there. It's Azania's Heart. So yeah.
Azania's Heart. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it, you know, helps whoever it helps, really. Love you guys so much. Until the next video. Bye. Oh, not this hand.